Namaste, Namo Himalaya creators. So today we're back on here with a energy forecast for February 2023. Obviously it's coming to completion on the first month of January. Hopefully a lot of you have made good New Year's resolutions and managed to stick to it. Just giving you a moment to digest whether you stuck to it or not, right? Let me know inside the comments whether you're still persistent or not. Anyway, we're going to dive into February. So I marked down a few dates that are very important, especially according to numerology and the new moon and the full moon cycles and what's happening. Are there any warning signs or dates you should look out for, things you should avoid, and what days are best for manifestation when it comes to relationships or ventures or projects or wealth or investments and things like that. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, namaste, this is Akarshana here, and today we're going into the energy forecast, okay? So I made a note on a few things that's happening in this month of February. February, as a generic, is a very big month for opportunity. So those of you who have certain dreams, goals, and desires that you've been maybe putting on the back burner, this is a very good time for you to actually step on it. I'm talking about like not 1 foot on the accelerator and 1 foot on the brake. I'm talking about 2 feet on the accelerator, right? Because it's a fast month. It's a fast month with the twos and the 2-3. It's a very good time to get set and go, okay? Now, while this is happening, so it's a good month for all the opportunities and possibilities. A good affirmation, a good mantra for everybody to have this month is I am possible. Right? So write that on your wall, get the post-it stuck up there, and just remind yourself every single day that you are one with divine. You are the universe. You are creator, and abundance is a part of who you are. It's your birthright, right? So know that anything you can ever imagine, anything that your imagination can allow your mind to explore and visualize can come true, okay? So let's move into the first few dates that are very apparent is moving from the 3rd to the 7th where the full moon portal opens up, okay? The 3rd and the 7th. This full moon actually lands on the 5th of the month. Now, when it comes to 5th, what the 5th represents is things to do with freedom, things to do with change, things to do with exploration. Now, when a full moon opens, you got to understand when that energy is most vibrant, it can create a few emotional rides. So what can trigger and what can stimulate during this time, right, is things that are holding you back. Let's say, for example, you have some relationship, partner, parent, friend, that whenever you say you want to do something, you want to make your choice, you have your creativity, you have your imagination, and these are the people who always say to you, you got to be careful, or maybe this is not the right time for you, or you shouldn't do this now, or that's not right for you, or whatever. People that have been holding you back, what's likely to happen during this period from the 3rd to the 7th is you're going to be triggered by those things, right? And so when it triggers that, what happens is it creates a little bit of chaos and a bit of destruction. However, I like to look at destruction from a healthy standpoint. We always talk about this cycle, right? The destroyer to the creator to the preserver, and in the destroyer again, it's chaos to order. So if we look at it from that standpoint, well, triggering isn't so bad. Emotional and reacting is not so bad if we understand that the destruction that it may create may be the chaos that cleanses for new order to happen. But it's always nice to have less fights and less arguments around us. So my recommendation for everybody is maybe, right, if you can avoid some of the people during that portal, during those days that you know are going to trigger those type of emotions, especially people who have been holding you back, or people who don't believe in you, or people who have been trying to control you, especially in controlling relationships as well. Try to avoid those conversations or that energy exchange. Now, the thing is this, if you're going to avoid it, then it's not going to naturally create that trigger. Then it's not going to naturally create the chaos and the destruction. And so therefore you have to take control of it. So I would take this time from the 3rd to the 7th to ask yourself this question. Okay, maybe you guys can write it down inside your journal right now, is how am I being held back right now? What is holding me back? What type of change have I been wanting for a while now, but I've not dared step into it yet? I don't have the courage yet, or some people or situation or circumstance or environment has been holding me back. And if you make the conscious decision to say, it's time to let go, I think it'll be a good time to take these days to pick up that courage to detach from whatever that thing may be, or that situation or that environment, and say, you know what, it's time. And I'm going to leverage and use this portal. I'm going to manifest and co-create with the universe during this time. I'm going to let it go. Because what you let go during this portal will cleanse and clear new space for new things to come into your life. Remember, there's a saying that says, when your cup is full, stop pouring. If your energy field is too consumed, maybe this is a line for you. It's time to let go. And if any of you can resonate with what I'm saying already, like deep down inside, you know what you need to let go of, then maybe put it inside the comments below and have that courage, take that first step to own up to it, that you know there's something that you've been holding on to that maybe is no longer serving you. Okay? Now, moving from that portal of letting go during that full moon and accepting that if triggers happen, okay, I get it, it's the full moon, let's try not to be too reactive about it, and I know it's cleansing and clearing for new things to happen. The next date that is very significant is actually the 11th. The 11th is the day where Mercury enters Aquarius, and what this actually means is there's change happening. So it offers us new perspective and a new lens that we start seeing through. So if you can mark that date on your wall or something, you say the 11th of February, and just pay close attention to what your thoughts, your feelings are, to your surroundings, your work, your relationships, and everything that you're doing. It's highly likely that you will feel somewhat of a shift of perspective. What you used to like, you no longer like. What you used to enjoy, what you thought was your goal, might shift because your perspective, your lens, may have a little bit of a, what do you call this? Like a, no, that's not changing perspective, just like this, right? So you see something else, right? So your whole world seems to be a little bit different, right? So I'll pay close attention to that date. And most importantly, it's like listen to your intuition during that time. What is your heart calling for? Because the problem is, for human beings, a lot of the time we are very attached to what we have already because we are fearful of the unknown, right? And so sometimes we even if intuitively we know our perspective is changing, we kind of still hold on to what we're familiar with and what's easy for us, So that's something to pay close attention to. Now, moving from there, I would say the further dates, right? There's no real big warning and big danger dates, apart from a little bit of a, triggering emotion or emotional journey during full moon. But aside from that, it's a beautiful month for manifestation and possibility, imagination, creativity, and all that type of stuff, right? Now, your best dates, and these are the dates that I'm looking out for, I'm very excited for this, is actually going to happen when the portal opens on the 18th. And that is when the sun is in Pisces. That's a big activation of what? What is Pisces? Creativity, imagination, intuition, that divine feminine energy. And it's going to open up a lot of different opportunities there. But that also falls in place with the new moon, which is the 20th. So what that means is when that sun is in Pisces, it opens up the new moon portal for new manifestations to happen at the same time when your imagination and creativity, intuition, and that heart and your desires are all activated. So how I would look at those dates is it's your best time for manifestation. It's your best time to follow your heart and take action. It's your best time for commitment. It's your best time also. It's good for wealth. This is good for career. You've got the 18, you've got the 22s there, you've got 21s there. In numerology, there's a lot of speed, hacking, and wealth and infinite abundance is all opening during that time. So if there's anything related to career, I think it's a good time to say, allow that creative spark. Allow yourself to become that divine vessel, to allow that imagination to move through you, allow your eyes and your mind to wander, having this wonderful time, and dare look at that wandering imagination. Not from a, OMG, I might be going a little bit crazy and this is so unrealistic, but more so saying that if I can dream it right now, I can achieve it. If I put my mind, if I put my focus, if I put my action towards it. And this is a very good time for action. So these are the dates for February. Aside from that, I don't want to mention this, by the way, that those of you who are based anywhere in the US and you still have not got your ticket yet for our Miami event, which is happening on the 2nd, when the portal opens up for the month of February of opportunities. It's happening on the 2nd of February. It's going to be in Miami. And we're going to be there with a Law of Attraction hangout. And we're going to discuss all things manifestations. We're going to be scripting together. We're going to be manifesting together. We're going to be setting intentions together in a very powerful space. And it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful time to finally connect with you guys in person, right? After that, I'm going back to Dubai. So this is kind of like the last chance. If you guys want to get tickets to it right now, we're still running a very special deal for only $47. For the 3-hour Law of Attraction meet and greet and hangout, and you get to learn all the different techniques and strategies, and we get to connect. So we're literally doing it at cost price. It barely covers the event venue hire, but we decided to do this because when I first came out to Orlando and Miami a week ago, people were just asking, hey, can we just meet up and all the rest of it? So we said, okay, we need a venue. So we got a small venue for 100 people, and the team worked out some costs and just said, okay, let's just do it free for everybody. And then as long as the costs are covered. So they managed to work out something at just $47 and price of a meal. In my opinion, it's worth it. Why? You get to see me. I'm worth it. L'Oreal. L'Oreal?
L'Oreal?
Yeah, that's an ad, no?
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever seen it? I'm worth it, no? She didn't get it. Anyway, see me there. Tickets, first link in the description. Love and prayers for every single one of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful month of manifestations in the month of February. See you guys later. Ciao. Namaste.